What is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday, January 13th. I cannot believe it is January 13th of 2025. It is flying by. And here recently, in big news around social media world, which I want to go ahead and put a disclaimer out here before I start talking about TikTok and TikTok going away and all that stuff, is I have never been and probably never will be unless I get really good and change my strategy at being a content creator for social platforms. So I'll put that out there. So I'm going to talk a little bit above my pay grade when it comes to like social media. But when it comes to brand deals and it becomes how do we leverage these platforms to get paid? I've figured that out pretty good. And that's what I want to challenge people with today because over the last couple of days, I've been getting several messages going, Billy, TikTok's going to go away. What do you think? And a lot of these people that have been sending me messages are actually making money from TikTok. They're monetized. They're either through a creator fund getting paid for views, or they are working with brands and they're just doing consignment deals or commission deals where they're getting paid different types of commission based on going live, showing product, very much live selling, but they're getting paid different types of commissions that way. And so, as people have kind of started reaching out to me and saying, "What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?" First of all, I don't play on TikTok because I don't get paid by brands up front. That was kind of one of the things that I learned early on, being in a TikTok creator program or being a brand on there and being able to work with other brands. Is that they didn't want to pay. They didn't want to pay any type of fees for me to create content. They just wanted to pay me commission, which can be good, but it's basically like you got to go live or maybe you create the video. And it's what I call maybe money. And I'm not interested in maybe money. I'm interested in making money and not, have a chance at making money. So for anybody who's getting ready to go through this, and once again, it's January 13th. I think the 19th is going to be the day that TikTok, from my understanding, doesn't technically go away, but maybe it gets banned from App Store. So the updates and all that stuff maybe are not going to be possible. Probably making money off there is not going to be possible anymore, if I had to imagine. So I wanted to just create this video, not to be like, oh, I told you so, which I totally will do that with some people. Maybe my friend Vaughn, I saw him watching. I always tell him I told him so. But I think when it comes to any of these types of programs. Now, look, I am an Amazon influencer, Amazon associate. I work closely with brands and sellers on Amazon, but the difference is I don't rely on Amazon to pay me. Do I make money off Amazon? 100%. Do I make good money off Amazon? 100%. If it went away today, would I be like, damn, that sucks? 100%. Probably 1,000%. That would be terrible. But the problem is, or the thing about it is, the thing about my business model and my business structure is I'm not relying just on Amazon. I'm not going all in on their creator program or their influencer program. I'm going all in on myself. I'm going all in on my skill set. I'm going all in on my talent to be able to create content quickly, quality content quickly, to be able to work with these brands and these sellers. So over the last 2 years, 2.5 years, I've not just been like, I'm going to create content and put it on these different platforms and hopefully maybe get paid. I have been saying, I'm going to build relationships with brands, with companies, with sellers, because they need and want content from different people. And so you can be one of those people. And so if Amazon today decided, hey, Billy, you're done, we're finished with you, you're out of the picture, will that suck? Yeah, that would suck. However, I have a book of contacts of probably close to 1,000 people now where I can offer them a different product, a different service. I can just offer them the video. I can offer them more of a user-generated content, so UGC is what people call it in short, and I can offer them those different things. So if you find yourself in this position with TikTok and you're making money on TikTok and you're going live and you're live selling, I encourage you to start looking outside of these platforms. Use them, leverage them, but work with brands directly. That way, when something like this happens and you get kicked out of a program, which totally happens, there's the leaf blower guy right on time. If you get kicked out of the program, which is gonna happen, if they should go away, which no one ever thinks a program's gonna go away. I'm telling you, like, there's been many conversations where we go, Well, that's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. Amazon's not going to go away. TikTok's not going to go away. And sure, they may not go away, but they may go a different way that you cannot play in their space anymore. And just remember, when we're on these platforms, we are literally vulnerable to their business decisions and their business model, and they have every right to do that. And so now this particular situation with TikTok is a little bit different, but with Amazon, they change stuff all the time. And we know this. We've been through it. Vaughn says, I don't play over there either. So, anyway, I won't tease him about that, but I've teased him about other stuff in other platforms. So, I'm going to see how this shows up on IG. But I wanted to just jump on here and encourage anybody who's kind of going through this. You know, maybe you've been making money off TikTok, maybe you are a creator, maybe you've been relying on these creator funds, is to start thinking outside the box. Because one, you probably grew an audience over there because you're good at something. Maybe you're good at content, you're good at building a community, you're good at building an audience. So take full control of that and put yourself in a position that way if something goes under, you're not going to be so vulnerable. And I hate it for people. I know there's billions of dollars being made on that platform by content creators here in the United States, and all that stuff is going to go away. And that's a lot of stuff people don't see in good, bad, ugly, agree, disagree, whatever you want to, however you want to position yourself with that. But when it comes to being a content creator, I encourage you not to be a content creator first, but to be a content creator second and be an entrepreneur first. How do you take the skill set of showing up on camera, going live selling, shoppable content? How do you take that and package it in such a way that you can go directly to the source, directly to the brands, and then get compensated that way? And so that's the one thing I want to encourage you to do as you're maybe like freaking out, and I know some people are because they went all in on TikTok because it was good money. And that's right. It is good money. But when something like this happens, you're left at a spot where you're going, oh man, this isn't going to work for me. And I kind of saw this early on in the influencer program over on Amazon as I was like, this is too good to be true. Okay. This is just like too easy, too good, too fast. And I know this isn't going to last. And we saw this in the past 24 months, or really the last 12 months, where commissions just took a big fat dive. I mean, my commissions last year took a big fat dive by almost by $10,000. I mean, it wasn't quite as that much, but almost 10 grand less than the year before, and I had 1,300 more videos up. What are we talking about? I can't rely on these platforms. I got to rely on myself. I got to rely on my business acumen, and I got to just know the game and how do I leverage that and how do I learn to go into different spaces, play different, ways, monetize 4 or 5 different ways, 6 different ways per deal, and get yourself in the right position to do that. So I hate it for everybody. I hate what's going on. I'm on Clubhouse. I'm seeing social media posts. I'm seeing people jump over to Lemonade or whatever it's called. And the thing is, it's just going to be the same thing somewhere else. Like, none of this stuff is forever. So go build your audience, your community, your email list, your live selling program. Go work directly with brands. Go work directly with sellers. Go offer them different types of content, different places, or even the content to use in their different places, and let them post that. And just figure out a system that works for you, that really is your skills. And this is what the one thing that I think I keep coming back to when it is in this content creator community is my big challenge for people is like find the couple things. One, what is your skill set? So that might be multiple things underneath that. But then the second thing is like, what is your style? Like, me live selling, and I'll pick on my friend Vaughn, since if he's still watching, and Vaughn live selling is 2 different personalities. Even though we may look similar, talk similar, act similar, have similar backgrounds, we are way 2 different types of people. And so I just want to challenge you when you're moving in these spaces, don't go all in on someone else's business, because you're the one who's going to be left kind of in the dust. So I always get this question. It says, wait, Clubhouse is still a thing? Yeah, Roy, Clubhouse is still a thing. There's still social audio going on. I don't know how it's a thing, but it is. That's a whole nother conversation in itself. I'm glad you commented. I'm going to adjust this for the vertical platforms. So anyway, be thinking about that. And if you need help with that, I want to help you out. This isn't, I made a little funny story yesterday on Instagram talking about like Well, you're crying over TikTok. What do I think? I think you should join my mastermind. I'll teach you how to monetize off of these platforms, which is true. But I didn't want it to be so salesy, so I wanted to post another, live video here to invite you to be a part of the Dealmakers Mastermind group. We are working with all kinds of different people that are trying to do different things. So from like business owners that are in the recruiting space, to content creators who don't care about making money, they just want the free product, to people like me who are like, hey, I want everything. I want to make money from the brand. I want to resell the product. I want to make affiliate commissions, different things like that. I want to direct sell for other people, side hustle people in there. There's all kinds of different people in this mastermind group. And I want to share with you, those things and just really think outside the box of just because somebody or a platform is making a ton of money up front, or it's really simple, or it's really easy. I think this is a huge lesson for a lot of us. And I'm that way a little bit on certain platforms where I was like, I'm gonna go all in on this. This is the thing. And what you have to remember, and I kind of learned this in the t-shirt printing industry, was I started going after a target audience. It was working really well. We were getting a lot of results, and then all of a sudden the pandemic happened, and those audiences, or those people I was catering to, were big audiences, lots of people. All that stuff went away and it was over. So there is that too. This person says, I am a terrible salesperson. You know what? I think the problem is not really especially in this product world. It's not really about sales. It's really about building a community online. It's really about showing up and educating people and making recommendations. I mean, I'm like being salesy now, like join my mastermind group. But at the end of the day, it's just like, what am I recommending to people anyway? Can I jump online and create an entertaining show, and live sell and create entertaining content? You can do this on any platform, right? You can do this on Facebook. You can do this on YouTube. You can do this on Instagram. You can do this on, wherever you want to be, on Twitch. It's just trying to package it up and get people to go where they need to go so you get compensated for it. So I just want to encourage you, if you're going through it with TikTok, and hopefully they don't get banned. Hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully, all that stuff for the sake of my friends who are making a living off of there. I mean, it sucks. And I guess, national security is like way more important than us making a couple bucks. But it does suck at the same time. So, whatever the political stuff is, I'm not talking about any of that. I'm just talking about, I want to help you diversify. So if you've been a TikTok creator and you got 6 days until the lights go out and you're like freaking out going, what do I do? I think there's way more opportunities than you probably can see. And I want to invite you to come over to Dealmakers Mastermind Group. And we meet every Thursday night starting at 6:30. Actually, this is the first week on the 16th, January 16th. Go to billythorpe.live and you will see the sign up link there. It's $27 a month. It's the cheapest mastermind group. I get a couple of friends of mine who have mastermind groups, and they're like, $27 a month? Are you insane? Like, what are you doing? You're showing up every week, answering questions, doing whatever. Like, you're sharing all the inside secrets for $27 a month. Like, you're crazy. So I don't know if that price is going to go up or not. I want it to be like, the price is going to go up to $97, which it probably will, because I get beat up by my business mentors. But maybe 47. Maybe I'll go 47 and then 97 later down the road. But I want as many people to get into it as possible, and you don't have to stay forever. Commit 90 days. This is the challenge for you. My wife and I were talking about this the other day. When I first started really doing these brand deals and working with Amazon sellers and really making these videos and making this content, I decided, like, I'm going to try this for 90 days just to see what happens and see if this will work. And I'm going to test my own theories and my own systems that I was building. And so I did this for the first 90 days. And afterward, I looked at the math. I looked at the numbers, because all that matters is the numbers. Doesn't matter how I feel. Doesn't matter how much fun I was having. It mattered, like, is this a business or is this not a business? Or could it be a business or could it not? And when I look back on it, I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is sick. Like, this is good. Like, this is great. And now I've scaled that into several different other areas, not just on the Amazon platform. So if you're a content creator with a skill set, with a style, I think you have a lot of opportunity. And I know TikTok is probably going to hit the pause button for a lot of us anyway. But I want to encourage you, come on over. let me show you what I've been doing. Let me show you what's been working for me and for the people in my group, and then go from there. And just give it 90 days. Give it $90, 90 day, $1 a day for 3 months or whatever it is, and just come over there and try it. And there's a lot of content already in there. All the calls recorded, put in there. There's a live selling, what am I calling it? A workshop I did the other night. There's how to get into the Amazon program. So maybe you still have that TikTok account right now. You can leverage it to get it into another program and then go that way as well. So anyway, that's it. So this tech troublemaker says, after you make Matt Haas rich, what does it say? I can't see it. Oh, let me see. I'm going to have to readjust it here so I can read it. I got a new Elgato teleprompter. So after you make Matt Haas rich, I will join. I have to get my mindset right before I join such a challenge. I know, I totally understand that. And I don't know if Matt's going to get rich or not. I'm trying to get Matt has done a really great job. He's done about 45 deals. Well, the last time I talked to him a few days ago, he did about 45 deals. And I don't know what his plan is. I think he's going to resell them. So I don't know if he's going to get rich off of the current strategy he's doing, but he's having fun. And dude, I love his energy. So yeah, we'll get him rich first. And once again, this isn't a get rich thing. Like if it was, I'd have a Ferrari behind me, a picture of my penthouse or whatever. But I definitely think for content creators, a lot of opportunity to work with brands. And it's just getting the right system. And what is that? Because when we think about brands, when we think about brand deals, traditionally it just goes to like, well, my audience isn't big enough. Well, go look around. Go look around at Billy Thorpe, wherever you find me. Look at my Instagram, look at my YouTube, look everywhere. I don't have a big audience. I am not an influencer in the word of influencer as we know it. But can I show up and create really good quality content quickly and show off products and make recommendations and get results from those by leveraging certain influencer platforms? 100%. I do it all day, every day. So I want to enjoy or encourage you to join the mastermind group. Once again, billythorpe.live. And that's it. Unless anybody has any questions, I'll answer them. But I just want to make this quick video. It was on my mind. A lot of people have been sending me messages going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I've been in that position where it's very vulnerable. The unknown is there, and you have to just move on. You have to take your talents, take your skill sets, and package it up differently and be able to offer something that is much different than what you are currently offering. So that is what I would recommend. And if you need help with that, hit me up in the DMs and let's go. All right, I'm out of here. Appreciate you all for jumping on, for listening, wherever you're watching or listening from. And if you're going to Podfest this week, have fun. I will not be there, but I know Ecamm Live is going to be there. So the software that I use, they're going to be there, and they're going to be having like 8 booths, I think, is what Katie told me, where you go in and record your podcast and use all their gear, all their software. So that's going to be pretty wild. So if you guys are at Podfest, go check out Ecamm Live. And I think Shure is partnered up with them on that project. So that should be a lot of fun. And I'm going to try not to have a bunch of FOMO this week while everybody's out having a good time in Orlando. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day and stay warm because I know it's cold here on the coast. See ya.